Brothers star Matt Goss lost his beloved mum Carol to breast cancer in 2014, but before her tragic passing, the dedicated son shared a poignant moment with the woman who brought him into the world, and he knew her time was coming to an end. The When Will I Be Famous singer, 54, has returned to the UK after living in the US for 25 years, where by his own admission, he became a recluse following the major trauma of losing his mother. Matt made the decision to care for his sick mum during her final weeks of life amid her breast cancer battle, but seeing her passing changed him as a person, as he witnessed both a heartbreakingly beautiful truth about life, while also being left scarred by her harrowing death. Speaking to the Mirror about his long-term grief after facing colossal loss in his life, Matt explained, "I've been through tremendous loss and heartache and grief in my life. It's made me who I am today, and the death of my loved ones has kind of opened me up to life. I always want to be an optimist, so when I look back on my mother's death, I see now that she could see all the beauty of life in her final days, when she knew it was all coming to an end. I'll be honest, there have been times where I've wanted to give up completely because of all the heartache. But I saw my mother fighting, and I saw her have no choice in whether she lives or dies, and that woke me up, that slapped me in the face." Days before his beloved mum took her last breath, Matt recalls seeing his mum looking out the window in his home in LA where he was caring for her. The pop star described her behavior as beautiful as he recalled her taking in the wonders of the world that we all so often look past in our busy lives. "Literally, I saw my mother looking at the sky and looking at the grass, the birds in the garden, and the flowers. I knew that she was looking at it for the last time. She was looking out at nature like I've never seen anyone look at anything like that. It was complete appreciation and wonderment. It was honestly one of the most powerful moments of my life. I was like, wow, my mom is literally looking out at life for the last time, and she was taking in the most basic things, what we see as basic, and just admiring it all. It was a really powerful and scary moment." Just a few short days later, Matt's mum would die in the most traumatic circumstances, and for 8 years after, Matt locked himself away after she died in shocking circumstances. Sadly, the end came suddenly when an IV drip caused Carol's stomach to rupture. "I knew that I wouldn't have a mother within 12 hours, and sure enough it was 12 hours later she passed," Matt told, adding that the violent experience left him with PTSD. "I knew in a somewhat unhealthy way that I was becoming reclusive in my world because it was shows, concerts, touring. And then I was retreating far too heavily, certainly on the 11th year of my residency, and I was like, I lost my mom and I steamed through my grief with my work, and I spent a little bit of time on my album." Thankfully, Matt has been able to work through his long-term grief and says talking about the loss of his beloved mom has helped him come to terms with her traumatic death. The inspiring singer hopes to spread optimism following his Strictly Come Dancing stint in the UK, where he believes we should all remember the beauty of life and the simple things, like his mum Carol did so beautifully in the end.